Right, so I just wanted to do a video. I can't believe it's 5 days since I bought my new drone, right? It's 5 days. I haven't even flown it yet. um, I'll explain why. I've been looking for loads of reviews and I've been trying to find more information on. So I'm wrapped up because it's freaking cold and I've had to keep the heating down because I was a bit worried about my energy bills at the moment, but luckily we've got some help from the government. Finally, at last. I mean, I've been panicking like because I don't put the heating on. I was worried about my bills and that. And anyway, I'm getting off track, but I wanted to talk about drones and stuff, and I also wanted to talk about these new drones that are coming out, which apparently they're a much greater improvement. The control systems on them, a lot of them are a lot better than they used to be. But having said that, there's a few drones which I am extremely unhappy about. I'm selling the Ford DRC3, and the reason why I'm selling it is because it's too frigging fast, and it says it supports indoor mode, but um, what I wanted to put out is a message to these people that make these drones is when you make these drones, make them default to the slowest speed when you first power them up, because it's too friggin' easy to crash and damage them. It's so easy to forget to switch gears into slow speeds. And the 4DRC, the problem I had with it was the fact that um, well, a lot of people are like me. They have single room, single living room, small rooms. A lot of people live in small buildings, small flats, and they don't have huge rooms. And you need to bear that in mind. Um, and that is the reason why I went with the optical avoidance system. Now, there's another thing I wanted to talk about. The obstacle avoidance system for the new drone I've just got, which is the GD95. Um, it's way overkill. I mean, the obstacle avoidance system on this new drone I've got is 20 meters. My flat is not even 20 meters. Um, so I was thinking, well, if I take off, if I fly this indoors, I'm probably not going to be able to fly anywhere. It's probably just going to take off and stay wherever it is, and I'll turn, and it probably won't move. So I'm stuck basically wherever I take off from. I'm going to be stuck because uh, from one wall to the other wall, I'm talking about 10 meters, right? So from over there to over there, it's like 10 meters, I think. Well, maybe 15 meters. So if this obstacle avoidance system is 20 meters where it kicks in, I'm not even going to be able to fly the flipping thing with the obstacle avoidance. We need to be able to tune it, you know. These people that make these drones, right? Why can't you make it so it's adjustable so that you can attenuate the actual LED? Now, I could probably do that myself. I could probably go into the actual um, but I shouldn't have to. The point is, it should be controlled in software. But I could go into the obstacle avoidance camera and put a resistor on the infrared LED that's emitting, right, to reduce the LED brightness so that it's weaker, so that you can fly in a 10 meter room space, which is what I'm probably going to have to do, right? Because my room isn't very big, and I'm not living in a school. I'm not. I mean, come on. Having an obstacle avoidance system is the whole point is to not bump into objects, right? Now, okay, that's fine outdoors, but let's face it, most people that fly outdoors will fly and they'll just go up, and they'll be above most of the objects anyway. They'll be above the buildings and the trees, unless you're using the follow me mode. But let's face it, if you're flying around indoors, you also want to avoid bumping into furniture, right? So be conservative on when it says indoor mode, right? Indoor mode, it should be a much smaller space for the obstacle avoidance. Obviously, when you're outdoors, you want a sort of 20 meters because you want to, if you're flying towards a tree or something, you want it to brake and have time to stop if you're in higher gear speeds. But if you're indoors, you want it to be, you don't want it to be racing around like, I mean, some of us are old, like, I mean, some of us are getting old and our reflexes aren't that fast anymore. And so we like to fly a bit slow. I like to fly slow. I don't like racing, but I just want to have a bit of fun with it. But I don't want to panic and break it or anything, you see. So, so, anyway, it's over there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Oh, flipping thing won't zoom in. So it's still, well, I can't even see. My flipping camera keeps going dull. I got my light on. Oh, that's why I can't see nothing. I forgot to turn my light on. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to it, and I'm just freaking cold. You see, if I take off, it's gonna make me even colder, right? Because of the blades and blowing all that cold air around. I'm gonna freeze myself even more. But I am gonna fly it soon. I'm just, I just was trying to figure out as much as possible about it. And now, now I know that it has a 20-meter detection range. If I was to take off in my living room with the obstacle avoidance turned on, I probably aren't going to be able to move around very much. I'll probably be lucky if I can move a few inches because it's going to, the obstacle avoidance is going to bounce off it's going to bounce off something. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'll put the light on. I just wanted to show you it a bit better in better light. So this is my GD95 that I got. Trying to get the light in on it good. So it's really nice looking. I put some stickers on because I put my operator ID on there on the side, which I don't really want to publicise, but put some QR stickers on in case when I'm flying outdoors something happens and I lose it. But I shouldn't do because the obstacle avoidance should prevent me from bumping into any buildings or anything. And so I left it unfolded for a while. I like the look of it. It's a really nice looking drone. I will get to fly it soon. As soon as I'm feeling up to it. I have been playing around with the props a bit because I took a couple of props off because I was curious to see how easy it was to swap them out, and they're really easy. There's just a screw on each one. It's unlike the other one. You just undo one screw and each propeller is on its own screw, and that's really cool. So anyway, yeah, I actually powered it up yesterday. I had it on my stand over there, and I left it on. I just left it powered up because I wanted to see how long the batteries would last just with it sitting on the stand, and I think it was over an hour. I was fiddling about with all the controls and all the fiddling about with all the settings, the headless mode. I wanted to see if the menu showed it on the screen on the app, and the headless mode shows up, but there is no icon for the obstacle avoidance. That doesn't show up on the app. I couldn't find one anywhere. I was trying to figure out if it had an icon for that, but it doesn't seem to do, which is a pity because I would like something like in the app on the phone to tell me when obstacle avoidance is on or off, because you don't know if you switch it and you think it's on, but it might not be on. And I wasn't sure how to tell. And I think somebody said something about the LEDs flashing on the drone itself, but that's confusing me. I mean, when the LEDs are flashing, you don't know if it's low battery or what. You get confused. Anyway, that's my only gripe with it. Is it would be nice to have icons for all the functions instead of just looking to see what the drone LEDs were doing, because that doesn't really tell me anything, and it's hard to remember things like that. But an icon tells you instantly if something's on or off on the app, so that's preferable to me. But anybody out there that makes these things, slow the freaking things down a bit. Start them in default slow mode so it doesn't race off and smash into something, because it's so freaking easy to not know. I mean, I don't call myself a beginner really. I mean, I used to fly flight simulator a lot, but obviously flying in a flight simulator, you don't feel there's no sweat, there's no pressure, there's nothing. There's nothing to damage when you're in a flight simulator. But when you're flying a real drone that's in the physical world, and you've invested money in it, and you haven't got a lot of money to begin with, it does put pressure on you, and you are a little bit more reluctant to take chances. You've got to be careful. So anyway, I am very happy with it, and I looked at some reviews. I've looked at lots of reviews that I could find anyway. There isn't that many, to be honest, but I read a few websites about it and stuff, and it all looks good. I've not seen any negatives about it, but as I said, there's always something negative about things. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope it helps somebody else out there. And yeah, bye for now.